Hey guys, Pwning Pete here and welcome. Yesterday, Valve released a new patch making tons of bug fixes, improving gun game, reintroducing Nuke finally, as well as a new operation, Operation Wildfire. For only $5.99, as with all operations, you will get not only two new campaigns, the Gemini and Wildfire campaigns, but also a challenge coin which you can upgrade by doing said missions. You will also gain access to all new Blitz missions, which will allow you to get even more experience. Operation Wildfire coin holders will also gain exclusive access to the Wildfire case, which includes 16 new skins, as well as the brand new Bowie knife, which in my opinion looks really cool. Not only that, but 7 new community maps will also be available during the duration of Operation Wildfire. A lot of these maps that were introduced with Operation Wildfire, just like the maps that were introduced for other operations, are great to play if you want a change of pace, but I would not consider them very competitive. A lot of them have a lot of flaws in them, they're not very balanced, and they just generally don't play very well. Imagine you're omping mid-Dust 2 T-side. Now imagine if the door wasn't there. Yeah, that's what it's like opping on Mikla. With Operation Wildfire, you will gain access to the Blitz missions. The Blitz missions are missions that are only available for a limited amount of time. They're pretty simple to complete. Like, look at the first one here. It's complete round wins on Empire. Simple to do, easy XP. It's a good way to get your service medal for the year. However, bear in mind that you will not be able to complete these missions if you are below private rank 3. This is to prevent smurfs and hackers from using these missions to rank up their accounts. These will only be available to people who have already gotten past rank 3. Along with the Blitz missions, you will gain access to 2 new campaigns, the Gemini campaign and the Wildfire campaign. And just like previous operations, it's just a simple linear progression of missions. However, you are only able to complete 1 new mission per day, just like all the other operations, and some of the missions you can complete for challenge award stars, which can be used to upgrade your badge. I should also mention that the Gemini campaign is a completely cooperative campaign. Here you can see you can post your stats and compare it to all of your friends in each individual mission. Along the way, you can also unlock these comics, which will tell you the storyline behind the Gemini and Wildfire campaigns. I think it's fantastic that Valve is trying to tinker with the concept of cooperative play. However, as they have it implemented in the game right now, I think there's a lot left to be desired. Currently, on a single round, all the bots run out of the same doorway. So if you hear their footsteps or you hear them coming, it's very easy to set up for a mowdown. Likewise, they don't really use nades a lot. They kind of just run into the bomb site, and if they see you, they shoot you in the face. However, at later rounds, say like 8, 9, 10 plus, they become very good at aiming. They will headshot you almost every time, and they're very fast. So I guess this game mode could be a good way to practice your reaction time or practicing for mowdowns. Or you could just, play with your friend. Perhaps if Valve improves on their AI, which I doubt is on their list of priorities at the moment, we could see this cooperative game mode turn into a cooperative campaign, which I'm sure a lot of you guys would like to see. Another really big change has also been made to gun game. The red outline that is around the player in first place, like the one you just saw, no longer shows up through walls. If any of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, whenever you were in first place in gun game, a red outline would appear around your character. Other players in the game would be able to see this through walls. This essentially made it so that every other player in the game had wall hacks on you. This was incredibly unbalanced and punished a player for playing well in gun game. Luckily, this is no longer the case. Although the red outline is still there, you can no longer see it through walls. Now we need to face the elephant in the room, the reintroduction of Nuke, which for some reason is in America now. Nuke was one of the oldest maps in the game and was removed for being too CT-sided. Even in pro matches, a good T-side would give you around 4 to 6 points. Many of the changes that were made to DE Nuke were designed to allow the Ts more options when attacking the 2 sites, as well as to prevent the CTs from retaking sites as easily. A lot of people are really excited right now because the new DE Nuke was one of the most anticipated maps within the community. I guess you could say that the new nuke is generating quite the reaction from the community. Not only are there map layout changes, but there are also cosmetic changes throughout the map. The map looks overall a lot cleaner, a lot brighter, a lot nicer. Just be aware that this is causing some FPS problems for some people. Not only that, but Valve also put in these signs to tell you exactly where you are. I see what you did there, Valve. I see. Anyway, let's get started with some of the map layout changes. By popular demand, both the CT and the T spawns have been moved closer to the center of the map. It is now far easier for a T to be able to get up onto Silo now from the roof, and also allows the player to one-way drop down onto a catwalk, which goes on top of Mini and allows the player to move over to Heaven. From the catwalk, a player would be able to drop down through this gap onto this roof and hide behind this AC unit. I'd imagine this would be a fantastic position for a CT to defend outside as well as secret. Since the silos have been moved forward in A site, it is much harder for a CT in Heaven to defend against an A rush, both from Hut as well as Squeaky. The Rafters position has also seen a significant nerf. You can only get to Rafters on the side towards Heaven. There are these two gates that are blocking your way. And before you say it, I've tried. There's an invisible wall, you can't jump past them. But if you do happen to fall down, or if you're a T that wants to get up, you can use these boxes to get on top of Hut, and this ladder as an extra access point over to Heaven. One of the vents has also been blocked off. You can only go down the vent that is closest to Squeaky. Likewise, when you get down the vent, you can only go out into B site through the vent that was originally on the right side. The nuke position has now been moved to just under ramp. Although you can shoot through the window in the door, you can hide behind these boxes, which cannot be shot through. However, when you crouch, your head will stick out over the top. A new room known as Decon has been added to behind B site. This room can be used to wrap around to behind vents, as shown here. An extra room has been added to secret, allowing for the CTs to better hold this position against rushes. Fun fact, by using the use key on the vents now, you can open and close them without making a sound. I'd imagine people would be using this to catch people off guard who are planting and defusing the bomb. Okay guys, that pretty much sums up everything that's new in this patch. I absolutely love it when these operations come out. I love doing the missions, especially the co-op missions, and I'm sure just like many of you, I'm really excited to be playing the new nuke. This used to be one of my favorite maps before it was taken out of rotation, and I can't wait to play it again. So until next time, I'm Pony Pete, signing out.